Good, yeah.
Alrighty. So, is everyone back?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. We can then get started. So, welcome everybody to session, I believe it is 39 slash, 39/21. How is everyone doing tonight?
Pretty well.
Good. Good. Yeehaw.
All right.
That is good to hear. So, where did we leave off with last session?
We said we're going to war.
Got some upgrades and decided on going and fighting one of the big bosses at the volcanoes alongside the army.
Yeah.
Or which
You all are going back to Vucarik.
sweet.
But yeah, we specifically last left off during the downtime with Petal and Zaremiel, as the two of them were discussing later in the evening as watch was taking place. Zaremiel had rather casually dropped a rather large, like, bomb that apparently Church's father is making his way back to the Forbidden East. Very casually, as he basically just basically asks Petal, yeah, I can see there's new people coming. What was Church's father's name again? What was
Yeah, I don't know that I ever. Oh,
Yeah, we'll just pick up right where we left off.
I wouldn't have known his name.
I believe
Yeah,
Mailfesh
remember
has
either.
talked. Mailfesh had dropped the name. It is Tiresias.
Let me type that in.
Yep.
I'll spell it out real quick in the chat. There we go. But yeah, we'll pick up right where we left off as he asked, what was Church's father's name again? It was Mailfesh had said it at a single point.
Tiresias, I believe.
Tiresias, yes. Tiresias. Yeah, I can see him making his way back to the Forbidden East, from Rosmoen, I can see them. He's with other people, not a lot of other people, but other people from
How ma-
Ithaca.
How many other people?
It looks like 4. 4 other people.
Are they scary?
His face. You watch as he's pondering in the just staring off into space, thinking, trying to see, pretty much think about where they are, trying to see through pretty much Tiresias' eyes, and his mind and his face goes blank.
Look at me. See, Jeremiah, I need you to understand. I think you are absolutely terrifying. Are they scarier than you?
He's just staring off into space. You watch his jaw kind of sag. And it's not so much, it doesn't seem like it is an expression of shock or fear. It just seems like his expressions, it just seems like he goes brain dead, essentially.
Delightful. And I'm assuming this is still some form of psionic bullshit, so there's not exactly much we can do to stop it. So I guess that pedal just kind of settles in and waits until he comes to.
And you hear a small wheezing breath from Zeremiel. You know he doesn't need to breathe, but for some reason, he's just inhaling, exhaling, softly. But it's with a rasp, it's with a wheeze. He just stares. Flower. Little flower falls from the tree like falls from the flower to be replaced in beauty and nature. Falls from the flower like a leaf, little flower. His head shoots up to your direction. His eyes, bloodshot, staring directly at you. Petal. His head teeters off to his side. Little flower petal. And he just looks around at his surroundings. You know me. He just stares.
And you seem to know me.
Your reputation precedes you, Petal. Your whole crew.
Well, I guess that makes like 7 of us in this conversation, but what about you?
I am your guide. I am the only god that remains. Eyes, you see, are like have slowly been filling with void black, like almost the similar kind of coloration in his eyes that you would see when Malfesh would take over Zaramiel to speak to you.
So it is safe to assume this is a similar psionic. I guess magic isn't the right word. But with that in mind, there's not much I can do. There is that part of me that's just like, maybe I should punch this guy and see if it brings our companion back.
That would be very funny. But
But judging by the way you respond to that, that sounds like a terrible idea. So I'm
it
gonna
is.
ride this one out.
Do you respond to anything that Zaramiel says?
Beyond the hint of shit talk that I already threw out, I feel like I'm waiting for him to say something that actually matters, because I know that Petal didn't stick around for a lot of the discussion that happened in Malefesh's volcano. As far as she's aware, the gods are more or less fucking dead. So this just seems like a scary demon trying to be scary. And quite frankly, that's hard to make her properly afraid.
Okay. He continues as he says, I have watched for so long. You and your crew. You slaughter my disciples in the name of your own salvation. You are fighting a fool's errand. You are not the first to fight in the name of a god. And you will never be the last.
I mean, that works. I don't think any of us are trying to be the last, just outlasting you.
I have outlasted all. I have seen everything. I have watched you fall again and again and again and again and again and again. As he seems to just be on this loop of just again and again and again. Until all of a sudden he cuts himself off with and again and again and again, and they all fall. Die trying to me.
What's your point?
You fight God's children. God's children who have died and have seen my way. And you fight these disciples who have seen the right path. Perhaps, but perhaps there is another way to stray. to the right path. You do not need to fight a god's battle any longer.
I mean, I don't have to. If I didn't want to fight, I wouldn't be here. If anything else, it sounds like a fun way to go. Way more fun than what would have happened back home. Who knows? Maybe I would have lived to sound like you do.
Do you fight for your own preservation? Is that all that drives you in battle? Will anyone miss you when you're gone?
Probably not. I don't know. Tequila seems nice, but like, he'll get over it.
You are truly alone. You all are full of lies. You have been told lies at every turn. You do not know, but you fight on the side of a single god who has abandoned you. But there is another path. You do not have to fight for a false god anymore.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. What was that again?
I have been called many names.
Okay, but like the most well-known?
Apep, the Chained Oblivion, Ace Orcus. I have been called Death, I have been called Void, I have been called many names. But
Okay, but what's your
I
favorite?
am Oblivion, Unchained.
Yeah, that's really badass and really edgy. And it sounds like it's gonna be really fun to try punching you in the face one day. Nothing personal, please understand that. I just think it'll be fun.
You see Zaremiel's body begins to move, almost like contorting in this abnormal movement of back steps towards in this almost circular motion around you, but it's very like sloppy. It's like he doesn't know. It's like whatever this thing is hasn't doesn't know how to properly puppeteer a host, or it's been a second since he's had control over Zaremiel. You will fall. Your god will fall. Your nations, your friends, your people will all fall. And I will claim this reality for my own. The balance has been outweighed for far too long. And you will watch it teeter to my side. In the end, I will have already won. And you see his circular motion has culminated to the railing of the ship, where then Zeremiel throws himself off the railing. And he falls.
Oh, I am going to have to explain this. This is rough. I wonder if... Yeah, he probably regrows like a devil does. It's probably fine. And as she is trying her best to stay calm and kind of starts just like chugging on that cigar, Hell goes ahead and casts Detect Magic. Just so she can keep an eye on whatever's going on.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic on yourself and begin to perceive there's not a lot of abnormal magic that you are able to see. It is pretty much the same. If there's any visible magic that the spring wind produces, you see that. You see any magic, you are able to perceive any magical items that your party holds, that you hold. Everything is normal. Except for the absence of Zeremiel, which was normal about 3 days ago, but but that's about it. As the rest of the night goes uneventful. And you all wake up at the end of a long rest. I think everyone almost immediately notices an absence of Zeremiel upon waking up. He is nowhere to be seen. As even Petal, you would have been able to see his trajectory off the railing was straight into the lava of the volcano that you are hovering within.
I'm sure he has, like, immunity to fire damage or something. It'll be okay. So, like, Paypal definitely took the time to write things down, but after all of this, she's kind of shaken and kind of keeping watch quietly, focusing on whatever is going on around her.
Okay. All right. So, morning comes. Does anyone take any particular reaction to Zeremiel's absence/death?
I mean, does Petal explain what happened?
I mean, she definitely passes off the notes at the very least. But I mean, it was a lot in a very short time.
I like to imagine like the whole screen goes black and white and there's like soft saxophone music playing as she's just smoking the cigar against the railing, just like you jumped. There's nothing I can
don't want
do.
to talk about it.
There's nothing I can do. Just like a small
I
like
don't
cop
want to
drama.
talk about it, so here it is.
What I don't understand is why would he get rid of his own eyes on the ship?
Maybe he
I
doesn't
mean,
feel like
he's
he needs those eyes anymore.
Maybe he just wanted to fuck with us.
Maybe, but I feel like there are other ways that don't involve getting rid of the easiest way to get information about us. Because we weren't particularly guarded about what we told Zeremiel.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to recruit us and we said no. It also didn't seem very good at piloting the meat puppet, so maybe it was an accident.
Maybe he's afraid. Maybe he's trying to recruit us so that we'll not come beat his ass. And maybe we could think about it that way. Maybe he sees our power growing and increasing, so he's worried about taking us all on with the rest of the army.
Hmm.
I mean, can't he still see us through church and the citrine? No.
And possibly Champ.
Did those
And
connections
possibly.
come back after Zeremiel, or after Malefesh died?
The eye in Church's hand is still very present, and it doesn't seem, and it doesn't. Citrine and Church wouldn't really feel any sort of presences returning upon Malefesh's death, but then again, you never really felt any sort of presence alleviate or come back whenever Malefesh supposedly blocked you from the hive mind.
Champ is still a fiend.
Yeah.
Just because you're blocked from the hive mind doesn't mean he is.
Well, if he's a conjuration made from my magic and I'm blocked off, would he not be blocked off?
I believe familiars are summoned, correct? She kind of looks over at Wizard Professor next to her.
That's how mine works. Aurora is a celestial from outer planes.
Okay, so then, yeah, Champ would be, but could always send her back if we're worried about him luring anybody to us or luring any sort of dangers to us. But if we're with the army and traveling with them, I feel like at this point, anything that would be brave enough to come to us, we might as well just be willing to take out. Fight
I mean, as long
alongside
as we're
her.
traveling with the army, any amount of secrecy is somewhat of a moot point.
Honestly.
I mean, not completely. There's private conversations and things that maybe we don't want him to hear.
Do we have no spells that could sort of control that type of thing? They now that
It's
we're
not conventional magic. It's not anything we can do.
well, I say if there's nothing we can really do about it, we're just gonna have to trek through and try to be cautious of the things that we say so that we don't expose any sort of information that could lead to us being, I don't know, ambushed or surprised by anything. Oh, okay.
All right. So Is there anything else is there anything anyone would be doing in the last few moments before you all begin to join the Aesir in marching to Vucarik?
I'm all get it out.
I Is there anything we can do to repair these Inherior that are damaged?
The Inheriar would be able to uh, NPCs will be able to gain the benefits of a long rest.
Okay. I
So
wasn't sure since they're statues.
yeah, no, they're fine.
I'm
Okay.
sure someone has mending.
I do. It's just a lot of mending.
It takes 6 seconds to cast. You got this.
It's like 40 HP worth of mending.
Just passes
Several
out every
D6.
time.
Some of us have it. Let's go.
Several
That is
D6s.
4 minutes. That is 4 minutes of cantrips. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
All right. So, upon the conclusion of this conversation, you all feel the immediate passive rush of wind as several of these massive dragons fly from the base of the volcano out and up and out of the volcano, all of them ridden by the Aesir court as they all disseminate and join their fleet. All of you begin to pilot the spring wind out of the volcano to join them, and you can see that everybody has lined up in all of these galleons that the Aesir have brought. You can even see though they aren't able to fully control them, all of the Inheriar, all of the Nahuatl that were brought are there with you all. I need to verify exactly what was all a part of that fleet. Yeah, let me just give you this map here. I think this is accurate. So there's that. This is all of the Nahuatl that accompanied you
Oh
to
my
the
God.
Forbidden East. Some of these Inheriar that are on the other ships are part of the ship, the Inheriar that are on the Springwind. But yeah, you are accompanied by all of these Inheriar, which, upon the command of, who did I give I think it was just Petal, was given a wrist device to control them. But then again, I think Petal gave Group 5 the ability to command them just by telling them to obey the commands of these individuals.
We kind
So
of hand waved it.
Yeah, so if you want to give that same privileges to Myra, Vic, and Hecate, then technically you can.
That's fine, yeah.
Shit, nice.
Let's wave some more hand. Let's go.
Okay. That guy's a little smaller than he should be. All right. So you all command these Inheriar alongside your own ship, your own vessel, and alongside the rest of the Aesir fleet, as you all sail from one volcano to the next, sailing from Malefesh's volcano to Vucarik's volcano. As you find yourself at a very familiar volcano with a not much of a coastal city, but everything on the other side. All of the city is on the other side of the volcano, and this is how the AC are planning to utilize this advantage, as they are going to entirely be attacking from the coastal side with their Aesir so that way there is no advantage of the city, and they are able to attack straight at this castle floating in the sky. There are a lot of the Aesir mostly defend you, being infantrymen on Aesir galleons, but you do see that there are quite a few of the Aesir that are riding wyverns, as well as the Aesir court, who are all riding what looks to be fully adult dragons. You don't have that issue of needing to fly, because you're all on a massive flying spring wind, so you're fine. Your Nahuatl will have to help with the rest of the fleet down at the base of the volcano, but that shouldn't be an issue, as we won't really go over their side of the combat. What we're gonna do is this combat is going to be in the form of waves, as there are going to be a multitude series of attacks from multiple groups of NPC of different demons that are going to be attacking your ship specifically, but know that you guys aren't the outliers. They aren't just solely attacking you. We are mostly just focusing on the group that is attacking you, but there are hundreds and hundreds of Aesir that are of demons that are attacking the Aesir in the air and in the sea as well. So with that, we are going to get things started. So we're gonna get started. As you all begin the day flying towards this city, you can see that the familiar dagger-like ship that Poseidon had is now gone. Only left is the flying castle of Vucarik, that Vucarik domains. You could see flying above Vucarik's castle these swarms of not only Vargul, but a multitude of different demons waiting. And you could see all along the incline of the volcano, there are turrets built into the sides of the volcanoes, all of them adorned with ballistas. And you watch as you begin your approach. These ballista are not just firing ballista arrows. They are harpoons. As these massive ballista arrows come flying out and attack the Aesir ships, demons begin to run down the lines of these harpoons that are shot out and begin to attack the Aesir directly on their ships. But meanwhile, above in the sky, the Aesir continue. The demons begin to descend and disseminate across the battlefield, attacking all of the dragons, the Aesir court, descending down into the Aesir ships below, and also begin to attack you all. So with that, we are going to get pretty much straight into it. So with that, I would like you all to roll initiative.
Let's go. All right.
And I will also ask, with the understanding that you have access to all of the Inheriar that you had just seen on the previous map, is there any other Inheriar that you would want to add onto the Springwind?
Oh my, I hate my life.
All right, goddamn.
good on you guys, but fuck me. Like, actually, oh my lord.
Oh my goodness,
Jeez.
that is insane.
Good on you
That
guys.
is insane.
For the record, that's
Oh.
4 nat 20s because I have a -1.
I'm gonna give myself advantage on initiative.
Okay.
Damn, you guys did so good.
Am I allowed to have?
Goddamn.
Am I allowed to have? Champ needs an initiative. That's right.
I just remembered I also have advantage on initiative. I did not go anywhere.
I always forget where he is and familiar.
Fuck, I can't believe it.
Okay.
That's
All right.
That's insane.
Yeah, what the
Jesus.
heck, guys? Jesus Christ.
All right. So let us. All right. So here is the first wave. I'm gonna roll group initiatives for all of these. All right. Okay. So, looks about accurate. As you all would have ample time to attack these creatures as they begin their approach. So, you all almost immediately. These aren't the first creatures to begin attacking you. You all are flying out cantrips and spell and other ranged attacks out all of these creatures, and you are essentially throwing all of these out into a swarm. And as you are trying to hold back most of them, there are still some stragglers that are able to actually get to the spring wind, and that is what these people are. But we'll get started with Myra. I will also ask, is this where everyone would like to be positioned for this combat? Because this was the positioning from last combat, but I will let you all change where you are if that's not where you want to
I
be.
don't know why I'm moving that and Harry are when I try to move Myra. But
Yeah, I'd probably be closer towards the front of the ship.
it'd be like
Okay. Cornelius is currently the one on the helm. Okay. So Drew, Tequila, Petal, that's where you all want to be?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Vic, that's where you want to be?
Let me see.
And also, is this the positioning you want the Knife Broker and Daisy to be at?
Yeah, they're fine.
Lana,
Okay.
are you gonna stay over
protect
there, or are you
me.
gonna go back, Lana?
Protect me,
Let me-
peasants.
Let
I
me
forgot about
roll-
Ralph again.
Where are you gonna be located, Lana? In the beginning of the battle.
I know. I'll just go right there.
Right there? Oh, okay. I wanna, cause I can push people back. So if you guys get harassed by melee people, I can help you guys out.
35.
I'll do it right here.
Oh my god. All right.
These are crazy. We're using all our luck on initiative.
All
I
of
know,
these,
that's what I'm,
all
like,
of your
scared
ally,
of.
all of your allies are rolling so well, and the two initiative rolls that I rolled for the enemies are both natural ones.
Good shit.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
So
Actually, I'll be
Church
right here.
and Myra, I noticed that you both have the exact same number in initiative count and dexterity scores, which is wild because Church is a monk and a monk ranger.
I just actually dropped my dex back down so that I could take a feat instead of
Okay.
the AI increase.
So I'll let you both either decide, or we can roll rollies.
Myers Wizard, I definitely would rather you go first.
Okay.
That works for me.
Yeah, go do
All
the
right.
wizard thing first, for sure.
Wizard
Yeah,
shit.
I will. I will also just say I'm where I am, but just floating slightly, so on my broom, so I can see.
All right.
And then yeah, I'm gonna drop a fireball right there.
Okay. Goddamn. All right. So immediately, right off the bat, 1, 2, 3. I don't need go ahead and roll damage, but these Varghouls are all dead. You can also set these area of effects to linger, so they can stay put. Yeah, those Varghouls are dead. I'm gonna roll for the Damasu. Guys have magic resistance. Okay, so both of them fail. They're gonna take 34. Why am I rolling so bad for my fucking bad guys?
We're just too cool.
These guys have that was a +7 modifier to those dex saves.
Holy shit.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Myra?
Yep. I don't think I need to do anything with a bonus action.
Okay. Next up is Church.
Okay, so first I'm going to use the Hemaphricor. So that'll be that bonus action. Then I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on this big looking guy right here.
Okay.
So that'll be the action. And then I'll use my haste. I'll use my hasted action to shoot at that same guy that I just targeted with the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, go for it.
With my now super awesome longbow that hopefully hits.
16 is going to miss.
Ooh, rip. Okay. So then, I think that is all that I can do on that turn.
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
Next up is Daisy.
I'll stay here, yeah.
Daisy will just shoot the sort of closest little guy.
All right.
If I can find her sheet.
Is it
Which
okay
is-
if I make a token for the swarm thing so that I can move it around the map?
Oh, okay. Yeah, hold
'Cause
on.
I'd also I think it's a bonus action to move it, but I'd like to have it be out.
Is it a swarm of it's a swarm of owls, isn't it? Swarm of champs.
Yes.
God. You want to explain that real quick? For
Okay, so basically, I'll put it in the chat now. So basically, instead of any of these things, it's almost as if Champ in his fiendish form sort of split off into one. So there's one main Champ, and then there's a bunch of super teeny tiny looking ones, but they all form another swarm that I'm gonna be using as my Swarm Keeper Ranger.
And how big is this? It's just medium size, right?
Yeah. And then the swarm remains in your space, crawling on you, skittering around you. You determine its appearance, or you can generate it. Okay, so yeah, it's like that.
Okay. I'll
And
have
then-
this for now is what we'll be using for
Okay, yeah,
champs.
that's perfect.
At the moment, this is not. They are just still on your person, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll wait until they are off
Okay,
your
so once
person
per
to use the
turn,
token.
I can cause the swarm to do one of the following things, and one of those things, it doesn't take a bonus action or an action. It just happens immediately after you. Oh, I have to hit a creature with an attack first. Actually, okay, so I missed, so it doesn't do anything.
All right. So for Daisy, a 12 is going to hit for 8 piercing damage. It is not going to kill the Varghoul. Does Daisy have multi-attack?
She does have an attack with her beard. I don't know if that's actually in range if she moves forward. I still cannot move her.
I'm not a huge fan of those, like specifically one for each, but so you can replace the beard attack with a bow attack.
Okay, I won't argue with it. But
And it doesn't matter.
7.
All right. Next up is, or do you want Daisy to move?
No, if she doesn't need to move to attack, I'm not gonna have her move.
Okay. Tequila.
Okay, was all that stuff Myra hit with her fireball still alive?
The Varghoul is all incinerated. The Nabasu are still alive.
Okay. Well, the Nabasu were a big problem last time, so I think I'm going to spend my charges on the fireball gauntlet to just do another fireball right where she did.
Okay. Just targeting the 2.
Yep.
Okay. So that they're gonna meet another deck save from the 2 of them. That was a lot better. What is your save DC?
Save DC is 17.
17. So they both save. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay, so they're gonna take 12 fire damage.
Okay. And I think that's all I can do.
All right. Champ was not given your bonus action, so I don't think they can do anything unless you want to give them movement.
No, Champ has his own action. He has his own turn and everything. He acts
Does he?
separately
I thought
from
it was like you.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I feel like I keep asking this question.
Since it's for find familiar, they act separately from you completely. Like they have a whole new turn and everything. So I just want to have him fly over to Petal and help Petal and give Petal advantage on whatever attack they do next.
Okay.
I'm totally not going to be attacking on my next turn if you want to throw it to someone else.
Okay, then
give it to Citrine instead so he can get sneak attack.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. So Citrine, where are you? Champ would fly over. Oh, a sec. Thank you. Where is Citrine?
He's over here.
Oh, all the way over here. Yeah. So Champ will fly over to Citrine and help him out on whatever he does next.
All right. Next up is Petal.
So I am going to keep it very simple. I'm going to finally drink that potion of barks.
Okay. Interesting. Is that your turn?
Also going to command the Inheriar to ready their spheres in case something tries to board the ship.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I didn't give. Okay, I'm gonna give Cornelius an initiative. And Okay. So given that they go immediately after you, they are all going to have held actions for when the Varghouls make their approach. Citrine.
I'm going to take a shot at that one with my short bow.
Which one more time?
That one.
Okay. You have advantage on this first one. That is a crit. So go ahead and roll damage for that. And you get sneak attack on this one as well.
Mhm.
So that's 7 piercing, 15 sneak. Go ahead and roll sneak attack again. And then, oh my god. Oh my god, that was 4 5s.
Whoa.
And then go ahead and roll another d6. One more.
Rogues are so great.
Okay.
Oh.
So, and is this short bow magical?
No.
Okay, so it's only going to take 6 piercing damage, but is still going to take 36 sneak attack damage.
Woohoo!
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Knife broker. Would anyone like to control the knife broker, or shall we just not have him in combat?
Let's just leave Ralph out of this.
Ralph
right.
gets to chill. He doesn't have
Ralph
to throw his
is
knives at
gone.
demons.
Ralph, I barely know him. All right.
Wait, I should have just had him attacking the same ones as Daisy. That's okay. Just leave him out.
All right. Next up is Drew. Jake.
I think he'd be seen.
Extra damage.
Jake said he'd have to leave like at some point, and he did. So let me look at his character sheet real quick. Yeah, he said he'd have to leave for like a half hour at some point, which is the perfect time to do that now. But it looks like he's coming back online. Maelstrom, the fuck is Maelstrom? No fucking shot reincarnate. Okay. I'm just going to have Drew do a level 2 guiding bolt on the Nabasu. All right. Fucking
Holy
what?
shit.
All right. That 6.
I didn't even know guiding bolt can do that much damage. What?
So the 3 plus 3, that doesn't matter because that is supposed to be, that's Moonsickle healing.
So it gives healing per like damage that it does?
Let me verify.
What?
When you cast a spell that restores hit points. So no, that modifier only happens for healing spells, which this is not. So 14, 29, 30, 33. So 66 radiant damage comes towards this Nabasu because of their vulnerability to radiant damage. Okay. This one is getting just absolutely lit the fuck up. That was a heaping heck a lot of damage. Where is this one? Okay. I'm gonna say that's his turn. Hecate.
Yeah. I wish I had Fireball right now. But I don't. So much fun. Mm, I'll cast. I'll just cast a Chaos Bolt on the ones like to the left side of the ship.
Towards the Varghouls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, a 20 is definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. All right. I'm seeing 2d8 and 3d6. Higher level cast. What are the different numbers?
It's third level, and then it's chaotic energy, which is the what? Or hold up, why did I not roll the freaking? Here, let me roll this. Sorry.
Okay, fire damage. So upcasted. So that's 17 fire damage towards this Varghoul. Okay, that Varghoul is dead.
Yippee. I guess I had a mini fireball.
All right.
And-
Anything else on your turn?
Oh no, that's it.
All right. Next up is Vic.
What's alive right now? Are these guys still alive up there?
The Nabasu and the Varghouls, everything still on the map is still alive.
Okay.
Varghoul, yeah.
I'm gonna use Hypnotic Pattern and just push it out.
30-foot cube. Okay. Do you want to draw at where that cube would be?
30 foot. It's each square 30. I mean 10. Sorry. Or what's
Each
square equals to?
each square is 5. So you're gonna draw at a 6x6 square.
Draw 6x6.
Or there's a ruler feature with a square.
Oopsies. Oh my god, I'm so bad at drawing, guys. I'm so bad.
Now to make it for you, if you click the ruler and then click the square, you just can drag out.
Oh shit. Ah, thank you.
Do you want to target both of them?
Yeah, can you do that for me? Sorry, I don't want to make a big mess.
Yeah. So you want to get just both of the Nabasu in that? All right.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
How do I delete that line I made?
You can press linger and it won't go away. Hold on, let me see. A 30-foot cube.
Okay. Let me get this line. There you go.
Thank you.
So one of them failed, one of them succeeded. On a failed save, creature becomes charmed for the duration. You guys have been bullying this right one this whole time. Also that
Like this?
So you are making a 30-foot radius cube, but a 30-foot cube would have a radius of 15 feet.
15, so it'd be like that.
Yeah.
You push it down a bit more, but yeah. To
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't know. Move it.
It would also snap to the corner, so it would be more like this.
Gotcha.
So it would be all of them. Okay.
I get this one.
So the right Nabasu becomes charmed, and which makes it become incapacitated. Its speed becomes 0. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Does that mean it just drops out of the air? Please tell me it doesn't mean it just drops out of the air.
Perfect.
Its speed becomes 0.
Okay.
Is it using its movement speed to stay up in the air?
Well, it's flying.
Oh, snap.
So it's quite literally okay, so No, so incapacitated in 2014 means an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
I was gonna say, I don't know about.
And it's so it can no longer take actions, reactions, and its speed becomes 0.
It's just there. Yeah.
If it takes any damage. Okay. All right. So that Nabasu is going to be stuck there for this combat, until you end concentration on that hypnotic pattern. Put that on your. I'm going to put that marker on your token just to signify your concentration.
Mhm.
And that will last for 10 rounds if that even happens. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Now it's for the Nabasu, and also the Varghouls, because I think I deleted the one guy that I had as the designated person for the turn order. So, fly of 60. So this first Varghoul is gonna fly over to you. And is going to make a series of attacks. So, we're going to start with Church. That's a 24 feel.
24 is gonna hit.
Okay, so you take 39 necrotic damage.
Tanky.
Then a claw for 21. This is going to go towards Tequila. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you're going to take 35 force damage.
Cool.
And
okay.
Vic, I'm going to need a charisma saving throw.
He should be.
Okay. So I don't think you get any effects from this on a successful save. You succeeded on the save. So you are not hit with that for this round. And now for the Varghouls. So we're gonna have you, or no, I'm gonna go here, 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 here. And there. Okay. So, for the Varghouls, it is going to be 2 attacks towards Petal. But first, actually all of the Inheriar, I believe that's all of them. Cornelius is not going to be able to take any actions as he's spending his entire turn commanding the ship and making sure you all don't crash. So it's gonna be 1, 2 Inheriar making spear attacks. All right, so they miss their readied action. One of them misses their readied action. The other one is able to take out the one above him. Here. And then the other one misses. Where is... I thought I had them all like out already, but I guess not. Alright, so next up we got the Varghouls attacking players. So we got Petal, 2 attacks towards you. 1, 2.
Both miss.
Okay. Do. We're gonna have one attack Cornelius. That's gonna crit fail. There's another one towards another Inheriar. Jesus. That's going to be 6 half to 2, 6 half to 3 piercing damage. They are immune to poison damage. One of them is going to attack Daisy for 13. I don't think that's going to hit. Or no, that's exactly her AC. So that's going to be
Yeah, that's exactly.
3 piercing, 7 poison damage. And then
Okay.
let's take a look at circle in this space. Let's center. So it's gonna be this guy.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oop.
That was a big circle.
Do that again. Go. All of everyone within this circle. Where the fuck did that sheet just go? Did I close it again? I did. Okay. I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from everyone in that circle. Which I think is everyone.
Okay.
Except for Citrine.
Thank God.
Okay.
Have
All right, my. Okay. All right.
1 sec.
And then I will roll for Drew, and then I need rolls from Daisy and never mind, Ralph's not here.
Rough.
Okay. So all right, so it looks like the only people that failed are Myra and Tequila. This was a DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. The one was for Daisy, and I will do Flash of Genius for Myra.
Okay.
So
Say if
that's
it's
So-
a
both
DC
yours.
12,
Tequila did roll a 12.
yeah, if it's a DC 12, then Petal also failed, but I'm gonna throw this out there to keep myself safe.
You met the DC, so it's a 12. The DC was 12 and you met it, so it's a save.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so Myra, you succeed, so only Daisy is frightened. And I believe all of the Inheriar are immune to frightened, so this doesn't affect them at all anyways. Alright. That's that. And that is their turn. For top of the round, we go to Myra.
How hurt is that one? Is that dude looking?
He's taken 2 fireballs. Everything else, including those 2 fireballs, has gone to the other one, who is huddled in a corner, burning from radiant damage, and unable to move. This guy seems relatively fine, but that might change after Church and Tequila's turn, and maybe Petal's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Petal a little bit of an edge, and I'm going to drop haste on her.
Oh,
Oh, you're
okay.
so kind.
Oh wow.
Alrighty. Give you to that. All right, so Petal, you are just immediately rushed with a surge of haste, as you
What the
are.
hell?
I'm going to. That
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Church.
Okay. This one hasn't died yet, right? The other one that my hunter's mark is on, he's still
No,
kicking
he's still alive,
Okay.
but for the moment, it looks like he is unable to do a lot of anything.
I recommend you don't hit him just yet because he's stunned for like 10 turns. We can
No,
ignore him for
It
now.
was more about moving the hunter's mark from one to the
Oh,
other.
I see, I
People can
see.
do it for free if they die, but I'd have to use something to do it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Can I ask you a question first? If so, I have my my 3 actions. Can I
Mhm.
use my extra attack as a part of the haste attack? Because if I don't use it for one, so if I just use the attack action for haste, that's using the attack action, and so then whenever I take the attack action, I can extra
Yeah,
attack on that haste. That's still that one time,
that still works. Yeah.
and, and so then I can use my normal action to do another thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
bear
you
with
can make
me.
2
I'm
attacks.
going.
You can make it 2 attacks per action you have.
Okay, so I'm going to do fairy fire here in
Okay.
front of us on the front of the ship.
All right. Let
So
me make
cast
a
that.
con save.
I think it's a.
God, what the fuck? All right. Yeah, they both. This guy is under fairy fire.
Okay, and so then I would still have my 2 attacks, and so then I'm gonna use one of those attacks to attack with my long sword.
Okay.
Bloop.
All right. This is
Oh,
with advantage.
Advantage now, so I'll just do it again.
Okay. That is going to
And
miss.
then I'm going to use my second attack, my extra attack, not with my longsword though. I'm gonna do an unarmed strike with my second attack,
All right, that's gonna hit.
which will give me this. So now I have +2 AC until the start of my next turn. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna use my key point to do 2 more unarmed strikes.
Okay.
And so I'll do key point, unarmed strike, bloop, bloop.
Jesus.
Oh, these all have advantage also. Okay, so I missed the longsword. I'll do 3 more unarmed strikes just in
We'll
case I can
consider.
crit with the first. Just in case I can crit with the first one. That's the only reason.
Okay.
So I'll just do. This is for the first one. This is for the second one. This is for the third one. Okay, they all. Well, never mind. So I'll do
Okay.
those
So.
3 with the key point, and
All
then
right.
I'll use another key point for a death strike. Oh, I actually didn't hit him with my longbow, so that won't work. So I'll just do Swarm's Keeper. And then he'll take an extra 4 damage
What kind of damage is this?
from the Swarm Keeper. So
I know, but
when
what
you,
type of damage is this?
let me see.
And also, is this magical? I'm assuming.
All the damage was magical, yes. From the strikes and the longbow would have been magical, and then piercing damage, 1d6 piercing.
Okay.
For Swarm.
All right. Anything else?
That would be all. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you need me to draw the fairy fire is just here in this circle?
The fairy fire. The area of effect is no longer there. It's just everybody within that was in that initial square is now affected with fairy fire.
Okay, so now everybody should have a good time. All right, and then that'll be my turn.
Let me verify if...
No, I'm gonna stunning strike. I'm gonna use one more key point to stunning strike.
Okay.
So he has to roll a DC 15 con save, or be stunned.
All right.
Damn.
He succeeds.
All right.
And that
So,
was
yeah,
a stunning strike done by one of your previous unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's gonna be it.
All right, Daisy.
Daisy will strike the one next to her with her beard.
That's gonna do it. And he's dead.
Okay, and then the next closest one she'll take a bow shot at.
8 piercing damage. That is gonna hit. He's still up.
Not kill. Okay. That's it for her.
Oh no, it's undead. Okay. I was looking at the infernal wound. Tequila.
I think I'm just gonna keep copying Myra. I am going to haste myself.
Okay. Cool.
And that should give me a that should give me an additional action to attack,
Uh-huh.
which I'm using on the Barghoul, obviously.
22 is gonna hit.
Alright. And
Alright,
it'll
for-
have disadvantage attacking anyone else.
Jesus, okay. So all attacks have advantage on against him, and all attacks he makes have disadvantage. Cool. I'm loving this.
Well, his attacks towards me are normal.
Is it? Oh, it's towards it's disadvantaged
Anyone
again
other than Tequila.
anyone other than
Yeah.
Tequila.
Anyone
Okay.
else? Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, like a
Alright.
guiding strike thing.
All right. Is that the end of the turn?
Yeah, it is.
Champ.
I guess they're. Citrine needs his advantage, so I'm just gonna have him stick to Citrine, make sure he has his advantage no matter what. Give him the help again.
Okay. Petal.
Can I get up to the big guy that's been getting bullied?
You'd have to leave the space, but yeah, you'd be able to. You'd probably have to like just punch the guy, this Varghoul out of the way. But yeah.
Just punch him out of the way, dude. I can do that. They got that free weapon attack, which that weapon's gonna be my fists
Go
to
for
knock
it.
out that one Varghoul.
Yeah, he just gets obliterated, like explodes like a blood bag.
And then I got multi attack for the big guy.
Okay. Okay. The 18's gonna hit, the 17 is gonna miss.
Ooh.
14 bludgeoning damage.
These
Anything
are at
else?
advantage, aren't they?
Oh yeah, isn't he?
They are at advantage technically
Yeah, they are.
on the big guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have another roll
so-
here. Hold up. So gonna roll for the second attack.
Okay, both of them hit for another 15 damage on top of that.
How's he looking?
Guess how he's looking.
Not looking good?
He just dropped to half health.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll spend a moxie to hit him 2 more times.
Go for it.
Jesus.
Both of them are going to hit for another 24. All right.
And I'm gonna just take a couple steps back so I'm not right on the edge.
All right. He is going to take an attack of opportunity as you
He
step
apparently
away.
has disadvantage from tequila.
He does. He's going to take a swing and a 23.
Does hit.
Okay, you're gonna take 31 force damage.
Ouch. I'm fine.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Next up, are the Inheriar. So, two of them have Barghouls. They can attack. 1, 2. Yeah, these two are. And bop. The Inheriar each have 3 attacks. So this guy's gonna just walk up one more step, and he's gonna make 2 more attacks to get rid of these Varghouls here. This guy's gonna step up and take out the one next to Petal. Or not. Now he is. And this guy's gonna run over and deal with the one Daisy's dealing with. Okay. That was 20. Yeah, he doesn't have enough movement to get to that last one. But this guy does. As he rushes up and he's gonna take swing and he's gonna take out the last Varghoul. Okay, so the last thing is these 2 Nabasu. Citrine.
I'm going to do the same thing as last time, except I'll attack the one attacking church.
Okay, you have advantage from Champ, and then advantage on just all of your attacks from Fairy Fire. 16's gonna miss.
I did jump.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Jake is still not back. So
But we
I know he
love
does
some
a
healing
thing.
up here, Jake.
he does a
Love
thing.
some-
He does a thing that he does so well. He's going to Starry Form Chalice to start providing healing in a 30-foot radius. Let me give you all. This is his Starry Form. And he is going to, that's a bonus action. So he's going to use an action. How many hit points are you missing right now? He's gonna worry about. I think his never-ending feud with Church is gonna make the decision to heal Tequila. For a put a little spice on this 3rd level cure wounds. That is going to be 1, 15, 22 healing healing. And then on top of that, he's going to give Church 4 plus 4 plus 5, so 9 healing to Church.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say that's gonna be his turn. Hecate.
It's only the big guy that's left, right? In the very top.
There are 2 Nabasu left. One of them is still charmed by Vic, and the other is currently in front of Church and Tequila.
Alright, wait, where's the other one? Am I blind?
Right in front of
This
Church.
one is right here, and then there
I
is
see that one.
one, and then there
Oh,
is
all the way
one
over there.
off
Okay,
all
okay.
the way up front. Yeah.
I
Okay,
stunned
I had,
it,
I had to
so.
zoom out for that one. Okay. I'll cast.
That is not what I want.
Hmm, let me cast another Chaos Bolt at higher level.
Okay, you have advantage on this attack.
Okay, advantage. Roll.
God damn! All right, you got so that's a nat 20. Go ahead and roll damage, and then go ahead and
That,
roll.
then
Jesus.
damage.
Okay.
The crit.
So 13 plus 25 is 38 lightning damage. Towards the Nabasu. Okay. That hits. Anything else?
Did the HP bar move?
There's not a visible HP bar on
Okay.
the Nabasu.
Okay. You know what? I'll do it for shits and giggles. I will use meta magic. Well, actually, I'll use quicken spell meta magic to do
Sure.
a bonus action for another big boy. All right.
How many? So that's gonna give you a bonus action, but I don't think you can cast a leveled spell after you've already casted, since you've already casted Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll do Eldritch Blast this time. Let's just hope that I don't miss.
26 is gonna hit
Jesus.
Yippee!
for 2 force damage. Do you have any other stuff for Eldritch Blast, like any invocations?
I don't believe so. No. Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Vic.
That's okay though.
I'm probably gonna launch 2 Eldritch Blasts in the guy in the very front.
Okay.
You
You have advantage. You have advantage on. That's a natural 20. Go ahead. 24 is going to hit as well. So go ahead and roll damage for Eldritch Blast twice.
I still have Lance of Lethargy too, so he
doesn't matter. You shoot out these last 2 Eldritch Blasts, and they whiz past Church, and one after the other hit this Nabasu, and it falls down to the volcano's surface.
Let's go.
Now you guys can attack the other one if you guys want to now.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. Next up is
the useful spell.
Next up is this Nabasu, who at the end of its turn. Oh shit! It was gonna be able to roll at the end of its turn last time. So it's gonna make 2 Wisdom saving throws this time. One to see if it succeeds on the last round, and has a turn this time, and then again if it fails. So it's a Wisdom saving throw. Vic, what is your DC?
Let me 15.
Okay. Okay, so it failed the last round, so now it's gonna try another time. And it's gonna succeed. So that is at the end of its turn though. So it's not going to be able to do anything, right? Right, where is your thing? Hypnotic pattern. The spell on a failed save, the spell ends if the affected creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action. Oh, never mind. They don't get to re-roll this. It's just if they take damage again.
Yep. That's why I said don't hit it until we're ready.
All right. Top of the round, Myra.
All right. Since this is going to be in waves, I'm going to start saving up my spell slots. I'm just going to throw a firebolt at Big Boy.
Okay. You have is it
I have more than
advantage?
enough range. Oh, do I have advantage?
No. Sorry, no. It is not. It's not have the. Oh no, you do because nobody's hit it since Drew's guiding bolt.
No, I was talking about the one up here who was fairy fired.
Oh, that one's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, it's dead. I missed that.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I went to-
This one here has a guiding bolt on it still, so you have advantage on this.
All right. Switch that over.
All right, fucking 30 is going to crit. So go ahead and roll another 2d10. All right, 30 damage towards the Nabasu. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. Just gonna
All
stand
right.
back here.
All right.
All right, next up is Church.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people around. Do I have a spell for any of these people? No. So, I guess I'm not gonna. I am gonna shoot him. Yeah, I am. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're
But,
good. We killed
so
it.
I'll do.
It's already the hypnotic pattern's already gone, so it's not
Oh.
because of
Okay, there we
Myra
go then.
shooting the firebolt. So no harm.
1, 2.
And it dies instantly. The nat 20 was complete overkill. It had 6 HP left after that firebolt. So it is immediately shot straight through the eyes by Church's longbow and falls out of the air.
Okay, then
Okay,
I'll
alright.
use my other shot on, I guess,
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
anything else is alive.
nothing else. Oh, the rest of the ones on the screen were the ones that
Yeah,
were
we're
wiped
just
out by that
surrounded
fireball.
by corpses.
Okay, so then yeah.
Yeah, the only there's no all of the dead are the only dead on here are the monodromes. But okay, so
Goodness, all 3 of those would have hit. That would have been.
okay, so with the end of this round, I would like someone to roll a d4.
Tequila, you do it.
Okay.
Oh,
Goddamn.
Yes.
So you all have 4 rounds to do what you would like to do before the next. If there's anything you'd like to do before the next set of enemies.
oh shit.
How
We
many
have-
rounds of Petal only had haste on them for 1 round?
Haste lasts
or
for
on
10.
her for 1 round, correct?
I believe haste lasts 10 rounds.
Yes. Haste
I
lasts
know
10,
it
so we
lasts
have
10
9
rounds. I'm
left.
trying to figure out how many rounds have
Yes.
gone by.
Yeah, I'll have 5 left when we get there.
I think I have 7. I have 7 rounds left on mine, so I'm.
Also,
Do you have any other buffing spells? I know you're concentrating on the haste. Never mind.
I have
Yeah, I'm
the same
concentrating
amount
on
as
the haste
Pebble.
and otherwise not. My only other like really buffing spell would be that I have prepared is polymorph.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, I do have polymorph, but I'm keeping concentration on haste for now.
That's fair. And polymorph would probably serve us better for a real boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not
definitely.
on a flying ship.
so I didn't
Does
ask
Drew? Does Drew have any preparatory spells, or could Drew cast like a little healing boost, like a healing burst, to get some like full health and then maybe some temp HP?
I don't know,
He
Jake.
definitely used his turn. I don't think Jake is here, is he?
Jake ain't
He
dead.
joined the VC.
Oh. Yo, Drew, you got any spells that could boost me up a little bit? Okay, well, I'll use one of my spell slots for Cure Wounds. And I'll Cure Wounds myself.
So I do want to ask a rules question. Since I drank that potion of bark skin, does that mean I am concentrating on the spell, or do I just have the effect?
You are concentrating.
Okay.
Mm.
Doesn't make a big difference to me either way right now, because I'm just gonna drink a potion of healing. Gonna drink a potion of healing and also use my brace up feature.
Okay.
Potion of healing does... How much does it heal again?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2? Okay.
Plus 4? 2d4 plus 2 or 4 is one of those.
GM?
It is
The first roll is
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus
Got
2.
it.
There you go.
That's 7 plus Q-less plus con, so it's going to be 17 temp HP. And 8 healing.
I also don't have. I know this might seem dumb, but rules is written. I think if we're doing round things, on the very last round, I'm gonna use an unarmed strike on tequila, but can I make it like a really soft one and try to not do full damage on it? Or do I have to just roll it regular?
What would be the goal of this? Because I will.
Well, I have to use agile parry to get that extra +2 to my AC. I have to use my unarmed strike attack, and then it lasts until the beginning of until the beginning of my next turn. So basically, if I do it on the last of these 4 rounds, then that means starting at the next round, whoever goes before me, I'll have +2 AC in addition to my other like AC boosts. So it's
Well, we're gonna start at the top of the round again, which is gonna just so it's just going to be, at the moment,
yeah.
it's just going to be Myra, and then it's gonna be you.
Okay, never mind then. It wouldn't do anything if there's not going to be any enemies in between. Okay. So Drew hasn't responded, but can Drew give us some temporary hit points?
Yeah, he's gonna center everybody who needs healing to a point. And he has mass healing word, which I think he's going to spend. And
Actually, does he need to do Pedal
it's
has.
it's healing word in an area of effect.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't know if he might want to save that slot.
He has up to 5th level, and he has 3 3rd level spell slots.
Oh, I forgot he's a caster. Then yeah, sure.
He's going. That was a. No, actually, no. He only has 1 more 3rd level spell slot left. So in fact, he's going to spend a 4th level. So everybody, we'll say everybody gets 10 HP, and then he's gonna give. And then how does everyone look after that?
Does he not have a thing where he heals an additional like an amount?
Yeah, that's what I'm
during his turn?
asking. If who is missing a decent
I'm
amount of
still down.
HP.
I'm still down another 10 after that heal.
Okay. Heal is missing 13.
No, after
Petal's
the
missing.
10, I'm missing like 3.
Okay. So then, yeah, he's gonna heal Church another 8. Okay. I have you
Okay,
open.
another 8. Lovely.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do during this 4 rounds of town time?
No.
Okay. In that case, we move back into initiative. So, you all are aiding in this assault. As Aesir begin to launch these massive trebuchets, launching towards the volcano, and all of these demons that are descending and flying through the air towards these Aesir. You see the dragons are all making just beelining it straight for Vucarik's castle, just plowing through all of the flying demons in the sky. You are following slowly behind, but are still making quick progress as you're descending up the face of the volcano. As you are making it closer to the face of the volcano, you can see all of these turrets that are embedded into the side of this volcano begin to launch harpoons in your directions. You're able to Cornelius is able to evade these a lot of these harpoons, but you see 3 of them just stab directly into the lower levels of the face of the front hull of the ship, and a massive sets of chains string from these harpoons down to the turrets below, where you can then see a bunch of demons clamoring all around these chains as they make their approach to your ship. And even still, as these demons are relentlessly making their pursuit, still even more demons are flying and descending down into the sky, descending from the skies down to your direction. You can see that these ones are not so much Varghul anymore. These are larger, mosquito-like demons, and these incorporeal shadows that you're all too familiar with. As we are going to move back to your map at the new wave. Okay. So I'm gonna roll initiative again for these guys, for these new people. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Sounds about right. Okay. So we begin again at the top of the round with Myra.
Alright. Yeah, getting a 20-foot square on all of them is, or 20-foot circle on all of them isn't great. How stable do the chains look?
You can go ahead and make an investigation check or a perception check, whichever one you think is best. But given you are on the other side of the ship from where the chains are embedded into, I will say these are with disadvantage.
If I moved up 60 feet, would they not be?
If you moved up 60 feet, they would absolutely be visible enough that you would be able to get a normal roll. Okay. On a 28 to investigation, they are very much, they can be targeted with attacks, and if you deal enough damage, they will break.
Okay. Never mind. Alright. For now, I'm just going to do 3. I'm just gonna throw a firebolt on one of the chains just to see how they respond to that. So I'll
Okay.
throw a firebolt on this chain with the 3 of them.
A fireball
All
at a
right.
demon?
Oh, hello. She is targeting the chain below. 17 is going to hit for 15 fire damage. That you see the chain kind of rattles a bit, and the demons that on the chains look a bit hesitant, but they are still trying to make their hasted approach towards your direction.
Alright. Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. Church.
Okay. I am just gonna. Actually, I'm gonna cast another. I want to wait till they get a little closer to do that, and I'm just going to shoot at them. Shoot at these first like 3 from, well, like these first 3 of these in a row. So this
Okay.
is for the first one, the second one, and the third one.
Okay. So you are specifically targeting which creatures?
So 1, 2, and then it's not hanging. So like in a row from left to right. So 1 was the first shot, 2 is the second shot, and then this third one was the third shot.
Okay. 12, 14, and 23 are all going to hit.
Okay, so then
Are the longbow is the longbow non-magical?
it is magical actually.
Okay. So you first one is first shot kills it. Second one does not kill the shadow. But the third one that crits is going to kill it.
Okay, for the one that it didn't kill, I'm going to use my other ability, which is the Kensei shot, so it does an extra D4 for the attacks that hit. And then since that was an attack that hit, the Swarm Keeper would also, like a part of the swarm would also deal an extra D6.
That extra D6 does not matter because it dies. The second shot, the second shadow had 1 HP left.
All right, so then that Kensei shot put it down. All right, and then that's gonna. I don't really have a use for a bonus action right now, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Next up is Daisy.
Oh, actually, I will use my bonus action to cast a Hunter's Mark on this bigger one.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Daisy.
Daisy is taking 2 bow shots at that one over there.
Which one? Goddamn. All right.
This one.
11 damage is not gonna cut it. And that one is gonna miss.
Okay.
Next up is Tequila.
Okay. If I put a shatter on this one, it hits
That's
both
a
of those
10-foot
chains.
radius.
Yeah,
That would be
that hits all of them, right?
Oh, that hits them all. It just barely hits all of them.
I will say so it does pass into their space, but I don't think it's enough. I will say, because if you do it here, it'll get these 2 people, and if you do it here, it gets these 2 people. Or
Okay. That's fair. If that's the case, then I will actually move it up here, so it'll hit both chains.
Oh, okay.
Because non-magical objects take that damage. So
Okay.
I don't want to hit the ship, but I want to hit the chains with it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. See where my shatter is.
Okay, 17. Is there something about it taking double damage? Magical
Not
that isn't being worn or carried takes the damage if it's in the spell's area. On save, a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, and has disadvantage on the con save. Okay, so I'm gonna roll con saves for the chains. That's gonna fail both of them. So they're gonna take 17. Okay.
Okay,
Then
sorry.
with
Now I'm back.
I might as well use my hasted attack to hit one of the chains, I guess.
Okay. 13 is not going to hit.
Okay.
It's more of like it
And then-
hits, but it doesn't seem to like
Anything, yeah.
budge anything.
Yeah. And then with my bonus action, I'll give myself 9 temporary hit points, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Champ.
Champ will just once again keep giving Citrine his advantage. I think for this fight, Champ will just stick to Citrine so he doesn't have any situations where he doesn't have advantage, at least
Okay.
for one attack.
Next up are the shadows. So you all have that kind of movement. So all right, so we're gonna have 2 attacks towards, or no, there's one more. 2 attacks towards Tequila, 1 attack towards an Inheriar. So 10, 17. Both of those miss.
Both miss.
Okay. And then the one towards the Inheriar, 18. I think that one hits. Does. That doesn't look right. That AC is not right. Right? Yeah, okay. That AC is not right, but it still hits. I was looking at a 12 to AC for these guys. Okay, so that's gonna be 8 necrotic damage. What's this guy?
Wait a sec. Did no one take any damage in the entire fight?
We used your
No,
healing.
but yes, but there was healing dealt in between combats.
We had you do a couple of rounds of healing.
Thanks for the healing.
Okay. That is gonna be it for the shadows. Petal.
Oh shit, what spell slot did I use for the healing? I kind of just hit
I've been
long
keeping
rest
track of
button.
your spell slot. I've been keeping track of your spell slots. You
No, I hit the long rest button thinking I forgot to do it last time.
You had one level 3.
used a third level guiding bolt, a third level it was a third level guiding bolt, a third level cure wounds, and a fourth level mass healing word.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Petal.
So, coming out from this guy here, I am going to cast Magnify Gravity.
Okay. Coming from which person?
I have him circled on screen.
Oh, red. Okay. What is that? Alright, each creature in the sphere must make a
Some
con
critical
save,
role spell that
take 40,
seemed
and its
flavorful.
speed is halved until the end of the turn. Okay. So that is how many? That's the Chasmi and the 2 Chain Devils.
And I believe the big guy in the corner there also.
That is the Chasmi.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What is this spell's DC?
14.
14. So 2 of them save. One of the Chain Devils fails. So I'm going to say the guy that you targeted fails this save. Go ahead and roll for damage. Yeah. Okay. 3.
Beautiful.
And the guy in front, his speed is halved. And they take half damage. Half as much damage and suffer no speed effects. So it's gonna be 1 force damage to the people that saved, and then 3 force damage to this guy. And his speed is halved. Okay. Next up are the Inheriar. So one of them is going to attack this shadow here. Okay. That shadow's gone. Then this guy is going to weave through and attack this guy. Cornelius is going to stay on the wheel. Just move to either side of the ship. Stay defensive. This guy is going to move over here. Okay. Next up are the Chasmi. So, Chasmi, fly a speed of 60. This guy's gonna fly himself over here.
Oh shit.
Fly himself over here. And this Chasmi is going to make an attack towards Drew. Not Drew, Church.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see.
There's a 21 hit.
Oh, I did lose the. So yeah, so 20. So yes.
Okay. So you take
Uh,
20
reaction shield.
reaction shield. Okay. What does that bring? So you have +5 to your AC now. What does that bring your AC to?
25.
25. So that fails. That misses.
Thank you.
And then and then this one is going to attack the Inheriar. And it's gonna miss. All right. So it is gonna be the end of the Casmi's turn. I will say, they all descend onto you all, and Church, you are just able to watch as Drew's shield kind of envelops over this needle-like stinger that tries to strike at you but misses. All of you begin to hear this omnipresent, overwhelming droning sound that begins to fill the space around you as the Casmi make their approach. Citrine, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a shot at the Casmi attacking Church.
Okay, go for it.
And I believe I still have advantage because of Champ.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
17 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage and sneak. 8 piercing. 13 sneak. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for Drew.
Yeah.
Not. What are the rules for your? What are you?
I'm a humanoid.
Yes.
humanoid.
So you are a humanoid. Let me verify if you are able to be affected by. Magic can't put you to sleep. Magic can't put you to sleep.
And I'm
But
immune
I
to
don't think
disease.
that makes you. But I don't think that makes you immune to the poison, to the unconscious condition. Because otherwise you wouldn't fall unconscious ever. So.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
have
need a
advantage.
Constitution saving throw from you.
I have advantage against being poisoned. Yippee.
Yes, but this is not being poisoned. So this is,
against being poisoned.
yeah.
Or is it?
You just have a flat con save for this one.
Shit. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay. So you are A-okay. It is your turn. I'm actually gonna put a marker on you for that. Real quick. There you go. That'll
So, say I already entered Starry form Chalice, right?
Yes, you are already in your Chalice starry form. It's been 6 rounds, so you have 4 more.
Oh wow. Okay. So I'll use my action to put out channel divinity. So now, or was it put out already?
It was not.
Okay.
So
my multiple auras are starting to appear once again.
In 20. Okay.
Oh.
You gain temporary hit points, and you end one effect on. Okay. Sounds good. Is that your turn, or do you have something else?
I'll. I think I do have something. I'll throw out my Voltron complexes as a bonus action, so like I could cast shield on more people.
Okay. We can say you
Yeah.
just did that beforehand, like
True.
as part of war prep, since you've already put one on
Okay.
church.
Yeah, sure. Then yeah, I can healing word someone. Does anyone need healing?
I don't think anyone has taken damage yet, but Petal looks like they have pre-existing health reduction from last round.
I'm also fine though. I've got like 106 hit points right now.
106. There.
Am I looking
Temporary
at the
HP also.
Okay. I was like, am I looking at the right thing?
Yeah, then.
No, save
then
the
yeah,
spell
I'll
slot
just
for
roll.
later. We'll need it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Next up is Hecate. Hecate, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you as well.
Oh, okay. Con? Okay, con.
Mhm.
Got it.
Okay. It is your turn.
Alright, damn, that's a lot of bitches. Alright, I'll go ahead. Let me see what things I got. And then how far are the little guys from? How do I do this? Like this? Oh, there you go. So 35? I'll go ahead and use Ice Knife on the flying guys near the chain on the right. Top right.
Which flying guy?
How do I ping? The one near Tequila, the in between like the
Okay.
chains, if that's possible.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then I use Ice Knife.
An 18 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. And then I will roll a dex save for Casmi. If I can open up the fucking thank you. DC is 17, so they fail. They're gonna take 8 piercing and 12 cold for 20 damage. Okay, anything else?
That'll be it for now, yeah.
Alright, Vic, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 18.
Okay. God, fuck.
I'm gonna shoot Big Bug Man on the right side with Eldritch Blast. So.
Alright. 14 is gonna miss.
Okay, let's see this one.
17 is gonna hit.
I'm gonna do damage 6, and I'm gonna push him away 10 feet. And end my turn.
Alright. This also slows their movement, right?
Yes. I don't know by how much.
Base movement or flying movement as well?
Here's...
Reduce a creature's speed by 10 feet until... So I guess all movement? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
Alright. So... Now it is the Chain Devils. Or Chain Demons. these guys are gonna. This guy's gonna dash for 30 feet. This guy is going to dash for 45, 60 feet. To get up. Oh boy, I gotta move this guy. He'd love to finish his movement and get up there, but there's a giant chasm in the way. So unfortunately, they can't really do anything. Guy is going to get here. Here. This guy is going to dash to get up there. Gonna dash. Get there. Okay, so these, so the one next to Tequila, the one on to the right of that, and then the one below that, these three that make this like upside down L shape are all still on the chains. But these two here. But these two here have made it onto the ship. These two off to this side here, they are still on the chain until the Casmi can move. But I think only one of them has not used an action to get up to where he is, which is within melee range of Tequila. So we're gonna have 2 attacks towards Tequila.
Okay.
Swing.
27 will hit.
Okay. And you are grappled as you take 11 slashing damage, and these almost sentient-like chains just wrap around your person and begin to squeeze you from within inside your armor.
Well, I am going to where is it? Oh gosh, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Repulsion shield when he hits me.
Creature gains a limit. The wheeler to immediately goddamn. So it's this guy who like whips you around, and then as he does, just sent flying 15 feet and off the ship. He is gone. And that was the motherfucker who had the initiative count.
God, Lee, there's a lot of guys.
You put this guy here, and then
I feel like I could just push these guys with my Eldritch Blast. Just keep them near the ledge, if you can.
Okay, top of the round. Myra, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh boy. Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Would a 10
So unfortunately,
pass save?
Also Tequila, what was the con save that you just rolled?
Haste.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. So unfortunately, Myra, you failed the DC as this droning.
Would a 10
Sorry.
get me there? If I had a 10, would I pass?
What would your con modifier be then? 3?
No, like if I had if I have a, like if I got what I'm essentially I'm asking what the DC is because I can use a
DC is 12.
Fuck, I can't get there. Okay.
I thought with Portents it's
No, I have a.
You rolled.
I rolled a 2 and a 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
I'm lucky.
Unfortunately, you fail the
Oh
con
wait,
save as this.
Did you take damage?
wait. I can help. I have a cosmic omen, and this time I rolled evens. Could give you a plus 1d4 to your save.
Okay, so this could save you. Go ahead and roll the d4.
Fuck, wrong keyboard.
Okay.
Also wrong command.
So unfortunately,
2.
Okay, and I will
confused.
use my 7 because that will get me to a 12 exactly.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So never mind. You save.
Let's go. We
I do
casted
not want
support
to
each other.
leave Petal in the lurch with that haste
No, I
lethargy.
got this. I'll just punch it. Oh well. I've got 3 rounds.
But for now, I'm going to drop a 4th level fireball. I believe I measured it so that if I do it... No, hold on.
Fireball?
There is an angle that gets basically everybody and no one else.
Yeah. Circular area effects are frustrating because they're like, if you hit it on a corner, if you do it straight down, it's smaller than if you do it on a corner.
Yeah.
Which is
This
very
is in
weird.
This is in the center, and I believe that the only friendly fire is that one.
Yeah. Okay.
And Harryar.
Also, this guy is not here. It's just to keep track of the turn order. But yeah. Okay. So.
But that doesn't clip anybody else, and it should also get at least one of the chains in it.
That is going to be a. That is going to be one Casmi. Who saves?
Actually, he gets a 2. That's my other.
Never mind. So that's going to be a 7, and he fails. Next up is the shadow. Go ahead and roll for damage, just to see if I even have to roll for the shadows. Yeah, no, I don't have to roll for the shadows. Or no, I do.
Let's go. Oh.
Wait, 28 halved is 14, so I do.
Okay. Let's go, Moira.
Dex. Goddamn.
Piss ants. They all stink.
Alright, and then Dex saves from the demons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe only one of those saved.
Take that 28.
My DC is 19, so yeah, only the 22. If they have advantage.
It's this guy down here at the very edge of this field. And then lastly, the Inheriar, who has magical resistance, saves. So everybody's going to take 25 fire damage. These shadows are immediately incinerated. Or no, 28 fire damage.
Yeah, 28.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and make Myra. Go ahead and make an insight check on the real quick.
My insight's not great, but let's find out.
Okay. 19.
Now I'm rolling well.
19. You cast this massive fireball that engulfs all of these demons in the chains. You watch as all of the shadows just disappear into fire. The Casmi kind of begins to shiver and at the fire that is still left and burns all over its body, all over its carapace. The Inheriar doesn't seem to really mind taking 14 fire damage. The chain demons the servants of Vucarik do not seem phased at all.
Oh, lovely.
Damn it.
Church.
Okay, well, there are definitely allies within 5 feet of this guy.
Sorry, I'm gonna need a con save from you.
And now see, that's what I was gonna ask. Do we make Constitution saves even if we don't take damage? Because I didn't take any damage.
Yes, it is. You are taking a con save because of something else.
Oh. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right.
You got it, Church.
Let's do it.
21.
Yes!
You save.
Okay. So I'm gonna press this advantage button, and he's going to take 1, 2.
Who are you? Who are you
And
dealing damage with advantage?
this is to
towards?
the big guy that has my hunter's mark on him.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, and then
do
I'm
you
gonna
have advantage
do.
because of the hunter's mark?
No, I have advantage because he's within 5 feet of allies that are on the other
Oh.
side of him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Pedal's on the other side. I thought we were. Are we not doing it like that anymore? I assume because Pedal was on the other side of him that
Well,
I would. Have
it has to be like
advantage.
it has to be a 180, like
Oh, okay,
180
then never mind.
opposing. So
Never mind then.
you would it would
No,
be
you
it's essentially
I will just.
flanking.
I'll just
You just
move
have
to
to
the
move
edge
here.
of the ship here, like to
That
the
is
very edge,
off the edge of the ship.
or like right. I can't put my character there, but he would be like on this line, that dark line,
Yeah,
like
it
right
wouldn't-
at
you
the
wouldn't be
edge
able. That's
where
not.
he is. Or I
I'm gonna
wouldn't be
have to
able
say
to
that's
move
not
there.
a playable space.
Am I allowed to jump onto the top of the chain?
You can jump onto the chain, but there are currently chain devils.
That I'm
on
fine
the
with
chain.
running right next to this chain devil. Like, can I just be in this space where this chain devil is, and just in this space between?
You would
them,
be
like,
able
where I'm
to
at?
move through ally spaces, but you wouldn't be able to move through enemy spaces.
Okay, so I'm not able to occupy the chain
No.
then at this part. Okay, then I'll just roll normally then. So it'll just be the first 2 numbers for those, I guess.
Yep. And
So
both of
it
those
won't
hit
do the
anyways.
crit.
So
So it won't do
that's
the crit.
11 slashing damage.
Okay.
You
and-
didn't turn on your Hunter's Mark bonus.
Yeah, I'll do. The hunter's mark. I just have it separate, rather than turning it on, just in
Okay.
case they don't. Okay, so then this is the 3rd strike for that
Okay.
for my regular attacks,
That hits.
and then key point 1, 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. For
Do
that
all of
first
those hit?
unarmed strike, go ahead and roll another d6.
Okay, so I'll roll that other d6, and then I have Swarm Keeper for another d6. That's gonna add on to that.
Okay.
I have. And I'm gonna
You
use
in this flurry of blows towards this Kazmi, you send it off of the edge and it dies.
Oh shit. Okay, then I'm gonna. I still have another. I still have one more. No, I used all the hits on it. The Death Strike would have just been more damage to it. So then that would be my turn. I won't. Did it die before I used the Swarm Keeper?
It died because of the Swarm Keeper damage.
Okay, so then I will take that key point off, and then that will be my turn. And I'll just
Okay.
kind of stay right here.
Daisy,
Daisy shoots the bug.
shoot the bug.
Oh, can I pause
Yay.
really quickly? Can I ask you one question? Because I didn't use the. Never mind. I'll just do it for next time and do it a different way next time. It's fine. He's dead.
Okay. Both of those hit for 17 piercing damage.
Great. That's all she does.
All right.
Now for me, I will move right here.
I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you before you do that.
Oh, yeah. Did she need to make one?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you save.
Okay. Then I move right there, and I would like to do a thunder wave.
Okay.
Wait, 15 feet?
15-foot
All right,
cube, which
Push their asses.
let me
off.
roll. So that's 4. A 15-foot cube, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I was thinking that was gonna hit the Inheritar, but that's not correct.
No.
Okay. So all of these Chain Devils are gonna roll con saves. So that's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
DC is 17, so they have to roll a 10 or higher.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
So
to save.
I will say it is the 2 that are here. Or yeah, I'll say it's the 2 that are here fly off and fall off of the chain, off and down into the abyss of the volcano. The other 2 succeed. Go ahead and roll for damage.
What level also are you casting?
Oh, it was just first level. I was mostly doing it for the push. Yeah.
Okay. That's
just
4 damage to both. All right.
And then I will use my hasted action to punch this one to the south.
All right. 18 hits. 13 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm. And he has disadvantage on anybody but me.
All right. You are now locked in this eternal struggle with this Chain Devil. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Champ. Let me verify. Or no, Champ's not even there. So yeah. Giving an advantage to Citrine. Petal. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, what am I saving against?
At the start of every turn, everyone
Actually,
rolls
never
one
mind. Not at the moment. No.
Oh.
Fallen. So I'm going to use my hasted action.
Now I'm gonna need a Constitution save.
That's fine.
Okay, you're fine.
So this Chain Devil, we've got advantage on him or against him, right?
No. Attacks that he makes towards other people have disadvantage. But if you want flanking, that would be here.
Now I have advantage against him.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna use the hasted action to just smack the dude.
Okay. 23 is gonna hit. Or no, that's a 16.
Oh wait, I have advantage on that.
Yeah, you have advantage. 16 is gonna hit, but go ahead.
Okay. So that is not an at 20, so it doesn't matter. So that was the first attack. That's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How's he looking HP wise?
He's looking pretty constituted. He's been pretty. He's hasn't taken a lot of damage. Tanked a fireball. Doesn't seem affected by that, but the lightning seems to be the thunder and lightning he's been taking seems to be dealing a bit more, and your blow seemed to be dealing damage.
Okay, well, perfect excuse to punch him 2 more times.
Okay. Go ahead and what the fuck am I looking at?
I rolled 2 27s in a row.
I know, but like I'm looking at how your damages are calculated on your, and it's not saying any dice rolls. It's just saying
that's weird. Yeah,
2
should
plus
be heading
your
for...
strength plus a +2 modifier.
Yeah, your damage isn't rolling anything.
Let
What's
me
happening?
take
You
a
have to
look
just
see
go in
because
and
you're just
hit
rolling
it to
10 the
die.
entire time.
Yeah, I just updated on my sheet and fixed it, but it's going to be a D8 plus 8 for each hit.
Okay. For
So all
the
3 of those hit?
all of 3 of them hit. The last 2 crit.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 5d8 plus
1,
a
2,
bajillion.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5d8.
5d8 plus
5d
24 or plus 40.
5d8 plus 24.
All right. So 50 damage.
Square 50 damage. Let's go.
And the
Jesus
2
Christ.
crits. The 2 crits actually each add an additional 8 thunder damage on top of them. So that's
Both of them-
66 damage from the thunder knuckles.
Both of them individually deal 8 damage.
Yes. So that becomes a total of
So-
50 bludgeoning damage and 16 thunder.
He
All
was looking
magical.
good. He's not looking good.
What?
You explode like in these massive explosive punches. Tequila is questioning for a second whether or not, wait, do I have my thunder gauntlets or does she have my thunder gauntlets? It's just explosion after explosion from these from your thunder knuckles. This guy was rocked from 68 to 2 HP.
Bonus action, one more punch.
Okay. Yeah.
29.
He's
yeah.
done.
Hell yeah.
Anything else?
Don't think so.
In Harryar. Guess they're gonna position themselves here. This guy moves himself up closer, and that's it. Casmi. These guys are going. This guy is going to race forward.
Oh boy.
And he's going to make an attack towards Myra. 16, I'm assuming misses.
I have to shield, but yes.
Okay.
Or wait, no. No, 16's exactly my armor class, so I do still have to shield.
All right, sounds good. And that's gonna be it for that turn. Citrine. Or actually, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Citrine.
Fire my short bow at the Casmi.
All right, you have advantage.
Yep.
24 is gonna hit. 10 plus 18, so
Holy.
23. All right, anything else?
That's it for me.
Drew. Jake, you still with us?
Drew?
Joy.
Bro. They got him.
I'll delay his turn for now. Hecate.
Alright. Let's see. What's the blue marker on the big bug again?
That is Lance of Lethargy from Vic.
Okay. Damn, I really don't got anything, do I? Uh, I'll just cast another chunky chaos bolt at the big boy again.
Okay.
Oh.
26 is going to crit.
Slay! Oh shit. And then, hold up, where's my thing?
All right, so that is going to be 11, 23 cold damage. Okay. Go ahead and roll another 2d8 and 3d6.
Another 2d8. And then 3d6.
Okay, so that is another 13. That's 13, 26, 37, halved, because they are resistant to cold damage. But it doesn't matter. You just blast this Kazmi, and it just freezes in place like a dead insect and falls off the edge of the ship.
Shit, nice.
Oh, slay. Okay. Alright, that'll be it for my turn then.
Okay, Thick.
I'm gonna do a good ass Eldritch Blast and see if I can knock these guys out of the chain.
All of these guys are on. So you are you and Hecate are kind of at a weird angle where you guys are at a lower level of the deck than everyone else is.
Oh, I
front,
see.
Up here.
I can just move up, I guess.
If you want to get closer, you can descend up these. You can ascend up these stairs.
I have to be right here then. Is that good? Can I see them from here?
You can see this one.
You know what? I can just use my Raven, right? Can I just send my Raven and use my bonus action and transform and just move over here?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
And then, one. Can I try to knock these two out? But I'm gonna try the guy closest, on the left side, and see if I can hit him. If I don't hit him, I'm gonna try to hit him again. My Eldritch Blast. Alright.
22 does hit.
Damage for that.
5.
Hopefully I can just knock him out. And then I'm gonna knock out the guy behind him too.
No save, it just falls backwards?
Yep.
Okay.
So push
Fucking Christ. 27 crits for 10 force. I don't know why I didn't roll force crit damage. But doesn't matter. You send these two off the edge of the chain and they both plummet to their death.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And that's it for me.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
There is one chain devil left. He's gonna climb up this chain here. Gonna get rid of this guy real quick. Looks around.
You want to do, bro?
And he is going to make a chain attack towards. He's gonna make 2 chain attacks towards Tequila.
Okay.
24 and 20.
The 24 hits.
Okay, so that's 12 slashing damage, and you are grappled again.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
All right. Top of the round is Myra.
All right. Are my options? I have too many fire spells. All right. I will just fire off a chill touch at this guy because that's really the only damage dealing spell I can do.
All right. That crits. Go ahead and roll another 2d8. for 19.
Mm.
All right. Anything else?
Also, not that it matters, but he cannot heal for the next round. No.
Okay. Church.
All right. Where is it? Right here?
Yeah, he's in the middle of he's in this
Okay.
very
now I can
very
turn on. Now I can turn on
vulnerable
advantage.
situation right now.
Okay.
Wait, so what?
advantage. All right, we're gonna go 1.
Oh,
Okay.
I missed my turn again. Shit, sad.
I know that one.
That
hits.
crits for 11 slashing.
Boom. Key point. Boom.
I'm so very confused. Okay, so you got so the 12 missed, the second attack crit for 27. You dealt 11 slashing damage. I'm assuming you moved your hunter's mark to this person beforehand.
Yeah. I should have.
Swarm keeper damage.
Yes.
And then what
Yeah.
is death strike?
That is from Kensei. When I use the key point, and then when you use a key point, you can deal your martial die as damage.
Okay.
In addition to the damage you deal.
Okay, so 11, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. And so that was my second swing, and then boom.
That one's gonna miss.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use another key. Oh, actually. I think it takes my bonus action to move the hunter's mark onto him, so that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Daisy.
Daisy will take her bow shots.
All right.
Yeah.
17's gonna hit. 21's gonna hit. And these guys are still undead. So 4 and 15.
Okay.
All right. Tequila.
Yep. I am going to do 3 punches.
Okay.
Go, go, go,
Jesus. All right. Okay.
Get his ass.
First one hits, second one crits, third one hits.
go. They jumping him.
Wait, what are
So
you
I
doing?
roll
Stop it,
damage
He's already dead.
4 times.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you're gonna roll the dice. So, yeah, you're not gonna use your int modifier for. So yeah, so go ahead and roll damage 3 times, and then roll an extra d8. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 28, 32. Okay. He's still up.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
He's like, at this point, you fucking all as he's just like crumbling onto the ground, blood trickling from the chains that are now sagging off of his body. You now see a humanoid form underneath of his chain. The humanoid form underneath of his chains. He looks like a decaying corpse, but it's almost as if he looks less of a corpse than the other demons you face. He doesn't look like Malrazai. He doesn't look like the Vart ghouls. He just looks withered underneath of the chains, which look like they've been burning at his skin for God knows how long. But now they are just sagging off of him, and he's just crumbled onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Champ
And
Okay.
as a bonus action, I'll use defensive field to give myself 9 temporary hit points. So as he's being like torn down, my armor is sort of like healing, reinforcing itself.
Okay.
That's
Champ
it.
is gonna give Citrine advantage.
Yes.
Petal.
So it's just this little guy in the middle of us, all right? Or is that the
Yeah,
guy that I killed?
He's
Yes.
so beaten up to a pulp, and now he's just like drooped on the floor, just his chain sagging at it off of his skin, and he looks like he's barely able to pick himself up.
Well, what if I picked him up and threw him off the edge?
You can go ahead and try to do that, yeah.
How do you want me to roll this? I have
That
two
would
actions.
be a grapple and then an athletics.
So grapple, that's an unarmed strike, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna roll it as a fisticuffs attack just for simplicity's sake, because the modifier should be the same. So that's an at 20.
Fucking damn. I'm gonna roll contested athletics to see if he like even tries. No. You pick him up and he is just struggling to try to like flail around with what little chains are still on his person. And go ahead and make an athletics check.
To toss him off.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I don't have advantage or anything on this. It's just flat roll.
No.
Sick, plus 10.
18? Yeah, it's fine. You fucking pick him up and throw him off of the edge, and he just goes screaming off the edge of the ship and descends down to the surface of the volcano. And that is the end of round 2. You are able to remove the chains from the ship, the hull seeming to just leaving these giant gaping wounds in the front hull of the ship that can be repaired later as you continue forward. Now I will ask, as we move on to round 3, there are continuing to be flying demons flying in, hordes upon hordes of demons that are descending all over the place. But you are getting closer to Vucarik's castle, where you can see that though a lot of the court is still busy dealing with all of these demons flying about, and several of them just specifically targeting the dragon mounts to try to knock off the court, you can see that there are some that have managed to make it to the castle itself and are actively potentially actively in combat with Vucarik inside. Do you all wish to continue to help with the ensuing horde, or do you want to go and try to help against Vucarik?
Vucarik!
Yeah,
Vucarik.
my vote's Vucarik.
Yeah.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Now I will ask how you would like to approach, because you all
We're
are
running up
ascending up. You all are ascending up the volcano side using the spring wind. At this point, you've passed all of the turrets. You won't be dealing with any more harpoons towards you. There is a single dragon that is outside of the castle that has from one of the court members that has made its way in. It seems to be attacking Hezru Hezru and other chain devils that are outside of the castle. Whoever the rider is, you don't recognize this dragon, but whoever the rider is inside, and you cannot see them as they potentially are seemingly actively fighting Vucarik. You all are approaching from the spring wind. How would you like to approach?
I say
Let's
full
ram
steam
our
ahead.
ship into Vucarik.
Ram the spring wind into him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You want to ram the
What
spring
about-
wind into the castle.
What about when it gets destroyed? Then what do we do?
We'll fix it.
We can do paradrop like we did before.
You want to ram
Like
a
paradrop.
wooden aircraft into a stone castle.
I say
I
drop.
have Featherfall prepared.
Yeah,
and
I
I
want
can
to drop.
take at least one person on the broom.
Dude, we're
I want to
paratroopers,
drop.
dude.
I want to drop down onto his
Alright,
head.
let's Fortnite drop in this time.
We done it before, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we. Well, how much damage would it do if we rammed the Springwind into him?
Well,
let's think about it.
Let me just look at it.
Momentum.
Because there is
Speed
a
momentum.
ramming mechanic on certain vehicles. So let me look at the and the damage dealt from ramming is dealt to both parties.
Hmm.
It's not on the Springwind stat block. Let me look at.
But we've got a healer,
This
a
one.
heal bot.
No, we ram
Piercing
it, and then we
ram.
jump off. Easy.
It is. So. It is 16d10 damage dealt to both the castle and to the ship itself upon impact.
What about him? What if we ram the ship into his body?
Then he would take 16d10 damage, but that is also an attack roll. That would be like you would have to roll for an attack, and if it misses, he is moved off to the side. He is forcibly moved off to a space away from the edge of the front of the ship.
What's the bonuses to the attack roll?
I believe it is just 8.
Yeah, let's not try. I guess we're just Apex dropping
You also cannot see Vucarik in order to ram him at this moment. He is inside the castle. So you'd be having to ram into the castle in order to actually then ram into him.
I was going to say a little 84, 87 damage to start off the combat might. Alright. Pull the drop down.
Yeah, paratrooper it. I would like to specify first that I'll let my haste drop and take my downturn before we get into anything else.
Okay. I will ask for another D4 from the party. Whoever wants to.
Also, damn, Tequila got hit.
Hey, Mary, you want to roll that d4 and also drop that haste?
Yeah, I will be dropping haste as well.
Okay.
You're the best.
Okay. Do you guys get another 3 rounds of downtime before you make it to Vucarik?
Alright. I
We're going to
will.
be running the Vucarik fight tonight.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with Vucarik. We're gonna move on. I'm just trying to make sure I understand how exactly you want to approach.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
We're ending it tonight. Oh, then let's go. Okay, I'll then quickly heal us up, guys. Okay.
No, we're not. We're
We're
stopping
not fighting
here.
them
I just
tonight.
want to know how you want to approach Vucarik's fight for the next session.
Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah. Okay. Tequila grab 2 cure wounds, second level, before my star reform runs out.
Okay.
How much does that give?
I will now roll. So, boop, then another one.
That's.
Oh,
Are you
the
also
Moonsicle
getting
boop.
this Moonsicle healing from this?
Yes.
Okay. So
He should be getting the Moonsicle healing. Yeah.
13.
Did I rolled a 1 every time. God damn it! And then I heal
it
from
to
my
benefits
star
this time.
reform. God damn it!
You can roll it a second time because you rolled 2 cure wounds.
Yep. 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier, so it's 6 additional
6.
healing.
And then go ahead and roll again. Okay. So 6.
Here
and
you
then 9.
go.
So in total, that's 20. That's 26, 27, 36 healing.
Here you go.
I can always depend on you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back with the full. Very cool.
Sounds good. All right. So, does anyone else want to do anything with their downtime?
My
How much-
study form runs out. I'm sad.
Okay.
How much total time is it going to be before
It's
we?
3 rounds.
It's what?
It's
3
3
rounds.
rounds of downtime.
Anyone want to be a deer and cast Mending on that damaged in Harryar?
6.
Ooh, I have mending, but I can only cast 1. So, because I cast 2 spells already.
That's fine.
Mending takes a minute to
The
cast.
casting
doesn't
time
Oh,
is a
never
minute
mind.
for that. So
Never
it would
mind.
be-
I thought it was an action.
Yeah, same, honestly.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay.
No.
Oh god damn it, I'm without channel divinity next time. God. Oof.
Okay. If nobody else has anything for downtime, you all begin. I believe. Are we ramming the ship into the castle, or are we dropping everyone from the sky?
No.
Dropping.
We're dropping in from the
Dropping.
sky and someone is crashing through the window to get into the castle.
Okay. I will keep that in mind as I prepare for next session, as you all ascend up to the very top of the very peak of the volcano and then some, as you make your way up to the top of Vucarik's castle and begin to descend down to the consort of caustic chains. And that's where we end the session for tonight.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Great job not dying, everyone.
You did hella good.
That was great.
I
Yeah.
maintained my streak
That was
of
a lot
somehow
faster than I
not
thought
getting
it was
hit
gonna
in
be.
combat.
I thought that was gonna prove.
I also didn't get.
I thought that was gonna be a bit more of a challenge. Goddamn.
We just knock people left and out.
Oh, I can. By the way, those con saves. I don't know if anyone's actually had to encounter a Casme before. I can put that in the chat real quick. What that was. It was a one-time con save. If you save one time, you are immune to the effects for 24 hours. So you won't have to worry about that for the next day. But if you had failed the saving throw, you would go unconscious for 10 minutes.
Oh.
I'm glad we all passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did really well. Jesus.
Also, I realized that like that one hit that I actually took, mobile feat, I wasn't supposed to take the opportunity attack, but I also forgot to roll the con save to maintain concentration afterwards. So I'm staying at 82 HP.
Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. So, but with that, that is going to be the end.
Good thing I give you the D4, Myra. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I was honestly I wasn't really hoping that someone would fail, but also I was like, it would be fun to add a bit more of spice for like 2 seconds until someone woke them up, because it's literally just spending a single action to wake that person up, or that person just takes damage.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, so that is going to be the end of the session for tonight. Our next session is going to be the 10th of May. So thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you guys then. Take care.
Good night, nerds.
Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Bye.